like me and you're an artist with back pain and knee pain and wrist pain and every other pain in the world, then you're probably not going to go out carrying a huge bag filled with art supplies of all of your art studio crammed into it. So the workaround for that is to put things into small bags, and this video is to show you that it is completely possible to take art supplies out and about with you without killing your body, okay? I mentioned in one of my previous videos, which you can watch in the cards, about how I took a small art supplies bag to Barcelona because I have back pain. Disclaimer, there is other stuff that, you know, you might want to carry around, so I did have like an extra tote bag, which I didn't carry, but you might want to have that as well. Not everything will fit in here, obviously, and it also depends on the size of your bag. This bag I got from Uniqlo, it's pretty popular right now. You can also carry a tote bag or something similar. So, opening this thing up, let's see what we have in here. So we have, I'll show you the miscellaneous items first. We have a small water bottle for drinking. This is for drinking, but you can use it for like watercolor paints as well. Obviously not the same water bottle, but yeah, this is pretty much as big as you can fit here. There is my DJI camera, which is what I used to film most of my all of my horizontal shots when I was in Barcelona. I love this camera. It's a great travel camera if you're thinking of investing in one. This is the old version, and I think the new version is even better because it has this little screen that you can turn around. Oh, it's really cool. Anyways, yeah, recommend this camera if you can afford it. The other thing is my power bank, so that fits in here as well. This is a pretty lightweight one. Weighs about 200 grams, so there's that, and yeah, the rest of it is art supplies. I normally have a tote bag in here as well, like folded up, so in case I need it for something big. But yeah, let's just get into what is now the art supplies. So the key, obviously, to travel art supplies is cutting down on your supplies, and to be honest, when I'm drawing on location, I don't actually want that much choice because I'm gonna be there for what, like 10, 15, 20 minutes maybe, and I'm not gonna have that much time to make decisions of what I want to use. So the more you cut down, the better it is for both your back and also your decision making when you're out and about drawing. All I drew with on this trip was this kind of sketchbook, which is, it's not even a sketchbook, it's a notebook, but it's plain paper, and I just thought this would be great for allowing me to make sketches and marks that I don't really care too much about, I'm not thinking too much about, and also I love the fact that it's so thin, and this is actually making me want to buy more of these thin types of sketchbooks, which I think Lecterm have them, and also you can buy soft cover sketchbooks, which I think are great for traveling personally. Obviously if you want a hard surface to kind of lean against, you might want to go for hardback, but obviously soft cover does reduce the weight significantly. So there's that. If you want to see the sketches that I made, you can check out the previous video that I did it's about 30 minutes long, but towards the end of it I do show my Barcelona sketches, so yeah. This is the sketchbook I had, and this is the tiny little pencil case that I had, which has all my little art supplies in here. You can just forego the pencil case and just put it in the bag. I just thought it makes it a little easier, a bit neater to have everything in here. In fact, I think when my bag was getting too crowded, I started putting some of the art supplies in the pockets of the bag. There was like 2 pockets, so that was quite handy as well, because especially if I wanted to do a quick sketch, I would just pop like these things into the pockets, and I'll explain what these things are in a second. So I took about 3 or 4, I don't have 3 here, but 3 paint sticks, which are literally what it says on the tin. It's literally paint in a stick. It's really great. Okay. It's really great. I feel like 2010 makeup. These things are really great. They are just amazing. Like if you like saturated color, then this stuff is for you. I'm just gonna like swatch it for you here. Just, as you can see, so creamy, so amazing, and they actually blend really well as well. So if I just do it over the top for you, I don't know if that did it, yeah, so you can kind of see how it blends, and I personally just like these for making quick marks and for getting down color really quickly, and also to make just the entire drawing itself. I'll show you a couple of examples that I had. Like for example, just, you know, mark making. It's really great for that. And just capturing kind of large blocks of color it's just, you know, it's really versatile, I think, and Barcelona was such a colourful city, so I think these were a really great shout. Also, just to mention, before I left for Barcelona, I kind of did a few study sketches and I looked at images of Barcelona before I went to understand the colours that I might want to take, and I do generally tend to do that before I go on a trip. Is I'll try and just get an overall sense of what the city is like, what the country is like, and what colours they might operate on. So, you know, Mediterranean, that's kind of what I was thinking with these colours, and yeah, they were quite useful, so I'm glad I took them. So that's that. I took some felt tips, so these are literally just kids marker pens, great for like adding details when you've put down big blocks of colour. Do I have any more felt tips? Yes, I had like the yellow one as well. This green, sorry. Yeah, okay, green one. Clearly I'm not prepared. And then we have some drawing pens, just a selection. This is actually a Pentel brush sign pen. I just saw it in the art supply store. I think it's just for signatures really, but they have a whole bunch of these in different colours, and I really like using this as a drawing pen to kind of add some colour to your line drawings as opposed to it just being black. So for example, yeah, we have this drawing here. Can you see? Yeah. So it just kind of adds a bit more, and to complement that, I also had this before I bought this, so I thought it would be a nice compliment. Is this kind of wood grain, kind of similar-ish shade in pencil, so they kind of complement each other nicely. So if you put down line drawing and then you use this for shading, kind of just like using black, but in a different colour, just adds a bit more dimension or something a bit more unique, I suppose. So yeah, and these are just some brown drawing pens. I also think brown just kind of complements Mediterranean colours a bit more than black. It's a bit less harsh and a bit more summery, a bit more light. So yeah, that's kind of why I use this. This is a brush pen, just the Faber-Castell brush pen, and which I really recommend, by the way. And this is just a uni pen brown 0.1, so just to add more details and things. And then going with I had a medium-sized one as well with the Faber-Castell brown pens. Cool. And I had two other drawing pencils, so red and blue. This is kind of a staple in my drawing supplies kit. I just like the way the colours complement each other. I guess, you know, they're also the colours that you use in 3D. It's literally just one's Derwent, one's Caran d'Ache. I like to try different brands when it comes to pencils, but just to see which one I like the most. At the moment, I quite like the Caran d'Ache ones, actually. They're pretty good. But there was one brand I think I really enjoyed. It might have just been Caran d'Ache, to be honest. Yeah, these are the Luminance pencils, permanent colour. And I also really like watercolour pencils because I like the versatility that you have with them. Yeah, so those are the colour pencils. And then I have this Pentel, another Pentel, is it? I think so. Yeah, so it's basically just ink in the tube and then it's like a brush pen again, but it's with fresh ink, I suppose you could say. I think all of them have fresh ink, but do you know what I mean? Like there's actual paint in this thing. And I used it I like using this for foliage, for greenery. It's quite nice, like this for example. It's just quite different and versatile and makes a lot of different types of marks, and that is good when you want something different. Yeah, and I just really like this. It's great. It's definitely Pentel, yeah. And they have a lot of different colours with this as well. I was definitely considering buying another colour, but yeah, I think I'll just stick to this for now. And then I also had a couple of oil pastels. I don't think these are the ones that I actually took, but just to show you that I had a lot of different supplies, and I think these really complement the paint sticks quite well in terms of textures, as well as obviously the pencils as well. It all just kind of goes together quite harmoniously and they work really nicely in a mixed media piece. So yeah, I would definitely recommend some oil pastels. And then finally, I didn't actually take these, but I really wish I had. These are just some binder clips, really great when you are working and you're trying to like hold the sketchbook down and it's windy or whatever. It's just to, hold it down, keep it in place. It just makes your life a whole lot easier when you're drawing. So there you go. That's literally most of, if not all, the supplies I took during my time in Barcelona. I do really recommend this Uniqlo bag. I think it is pretty great. Yeah, I mean, obviously, as always, I do wish it was a tiny bit bigger, but it's fine. It's all good. And yeah, I think they have released a drawstring version of the bag though, so I think that kind of folds down. It's kind of like one of those P-kit bags where it's also a sling, but it has a little extra to it. So maybe that is a solution if you're looking for a slightly bigger version of this. But yeah, overall that was all I took, and now you can go roam with your art supplies without getting back pain, hopefully. So yeah, with that, I will see you in the next video.